Thanks, Clive. Hello, I'm Charlie. Welcome to the programme. A trial date's been set for 3 former gas workers accused of manslaughter following the explosion at the Hodemore Flats in St Helier, which killed 10 people 3 years ago. The 3 men appeared in court today after pleading not guilty to 10 counts of gross negligence manslaughter. The hearing confirmed they, along with their employer Island Energy, will face a jury trial next September. Gemma Daubney was in court.
Magistrates Court 1 was busy today. The gallery was packed. Senior police officers joined some of the families of the 10 residents of the Hodemore Flats who died in the explosion. Other loved ones also joined the hearing via video call. The courtroom too was full. 57-year-old Neil Armstrong, 58-year-old Lee Ward and 59-year-old John Wright, all gas workers at the time of the explosion, appeared. They each deny 10 separate manslaughter counts relating to the 10 victims. Meanwhile, their former employer, the gas company Island Energy, represented by its boss Graham Miller, has also pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of failing to keep people safe during the events around the explosion. In court today, it was decided these 2 cases should be combined in one trial next year. The date for that set was the 7th of September. Proceedings are expected to last between 10 and 12 weeks. The state's employment board, which is in charge of the island's public servants, also appeared in court today. It's previously admitted failings on behalf of the Fire and Rescue Service and the Emergency Control Room on the day before the explosion. The relief magistrate managing the case today said the board's sentencing for those failures should be suspended until after the manslaughter trial has finished. A provisional date for that sentencing was set for the 4th of December next year. Gemma Daubney, BBC Channel Islands News, Jersey.
Jersey's Deputy Viscount has outlined the scope of an inquest into the death of a farm worker who died after a fire in his accommodation. 37-year-old Filipino George Castrudes died in hospital in January after a fire he lit to keep warm got out of control. His inquest, due to be held next February, will examine the cause of the fire, the condition of his housing and whether his financial and immigration circumstances contributed to his death. Politicians have rejected plans to freeze government spending in Guernsey. The proposal faced strong opposition from deputies, including a warning from Health and Social Care President, who said it could have forced the closure of an orthopaedic hospital ward. But the politician behind the move says it was worth having the debate to air concerns about state spending.
Disappointed, obviously. We're going to be spending £115 million more cash next year than we've got coming in. But in some ways it was a considered speeches, it was a good debate, and I think we managed to, myself and Deputy Camp managed to air some of the real issues that the public really wanted discussed.
Now, an islander with an eye condition claims people's quality of life in Guernsey is being compromised by cost-cutting decisions by the states. The concern centres around a drug called Vabysmo, which is used to treat wet age-related macular degeneration, a common condition that affects people's vision-making activities such as driving, reading and recognising faces difficult. Vabysmo needs up to 3 times fewer eye injections each year compared with other treatments, but it's more expensive, as Ewan Duncan reports.
At the end of the day, you want the best treatment because your eyesight is everything.
Richard was diagnosed with wet age-related macular degeneration after an eye test while on holiday in London.
She said the good news is it's at the early stages and we've got a wonderful drug called Vabysmo. This drug, you only have to have it injected into your eye 3 to 4 times a year. Came back to Guernsey and then discovered they don't give you Vabysmo.
The States of Guernsey has told the BBC that Vabysmo is one of 3 drugs available to patients, but monthly eye injections are currently prioritised because they were the least expensive treatment available.
To me, it's a no-brainer. If you've got a drug that you only have to administer 3 to 4 times a year, it gives the consultant less time to spend with you. The nursing staff, less time to spend. The more injections you have, the more chance you have of infection.
Teresa Richardson is an eye specialist who has treated macular degeneration for more than 20 years.
New consultants now don't understand it. Even the junior doctors that I'm speaking to at the moment, when I tell them there was no treatment, they're just astounded. They just cannot believe that people just used to go blind.
Teresa told me she's puzzled by Guernsey's approach.
We have not been doing monthly drugs in the UK for at least 8 years now. It doesn't really make sense to begin with a drug which is every month. No matter the cost, think about the cost to the human being.
Guernsey's government says it will keep reviewing medicines, aiming to offer safe, effective care while making the best use of resources to treat more patients. But for people like Richard, there's concern that cost is being put ahead of quality of life. Ewan Duncan, BBC Channel Islands News, Guernsey.
Let's get a check on the weather now with David Brain.
Thank you, Charlie. Good evening. We've had some rain off and on over the last 24 hours. There's a bit more to come tomorrow, but I think also a good chance of seeing some sunny spells developing in the second half of the day. So a bit cloudy at first, it's mild, it's breezy. We still have low pressure in charge. We could see a bit more rain coming up from the south overnight and into Thursday, but there should be a lot of dry weather for a large part of the day tomorrow. First thing though, there's a chance of a few showers. We start the day quite mild with a minimum temperature of 13 degrees. That's a pretty good daytime temperature in November. And then tomorrow, yes, there'll be a few showers in the morning, but into the afternoon, there'll be more breaks in the clouds, sunny spells, and temperatures back up to 16 or 17. Have a good night.
Nice and mild. That's your lot from me this evening. I'll be back on your TV screens tomorrow at 6:30. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye.